medium tank formation. This is a harder one because you need to precisely aim to the track, and this can take some time. Anyways, what do you need to do? Immobilize 3 different enemy vehicles by destroying their tracks. Obviously ramming is working as well, which you will see in the video maybe. In the same time, you need to cause damage 3 times to immobilized vehicle. You can track one guy and you can simply punch him to death by shooting him non-stop, doesn't really matter. After that, you need to destroy 2 immobilized enemy vehicles and you need to win a game. So you don't need to survive, this is a bonus. All and all, honestly speaking, fellas, tracking missions are quite disgusting nowadays, especially whenever you are playing while using quite a big distance, right? It is just not that great. You need to be very precise where you are shooting, and sometimes you might not even meet 3 tanks which you want to deal with. Maybe someone is using hardering and it can make your life significantly harder. All and all, speaking about the tanks which I recommend to do this mission with, I would recommend tanks with a great rate of fire. Obviously, most of the tanks are having rate of fire in the lower tiers, so stay on the lower tiers, let's say tier 6, and try to track the enemies. That's the most important thing, and this is what you need to breathe in, and this is what you need to live for, right? You see tank, instead of doing damage, track. Fellas, do as I say, not like I do. I believe it is about the time to go to the action, and you will see how I completed this mission. Let's go. Okay, fellas, like I said in the intro, this is going to be quite a hard mission, or maybe hard is a wrong word, maybe more likely annoying mission, to say that the least, right? So once again, destroy, immobilize 3 different enemy vehicles by destroying their tracks, cause damage to immobilized enemy vehicle 3 times by shooting it, and destroy 2 immobilized enemy vehicles, plus on top of that win game. So the best part of all this, we don't need to survive. I made a decision to play with VK 3002M. The main reason why I decided to play for this tank, because of the rate of fire. Rate of fire of this tank is good, and at the same time we can expect to bounce one or another shot, right? Obviously, like I said in the intro, there is many tanks with which you can do this, Type 58 and many others, but obviously lower tiers are the way to go. Especially you can expect people in the lower tier to be a bit of the cheap mother truckers. By saying this, I mean they might not have repairs, and overall games, in my humble opinion, are a bit easier in the lower tier as well. So it happened to be we are playing in the Himmelsdorf. We decided to go on top of the hill, right, which is completely fine, and this is hip hip hooray. But one thing what I need to say, by the looks of it, we are not meeting anyone in the Himmelsdorf. As you can see, my PP is up in the air, and you know what that means? That means I am not going to stop, fellas. This is a very simple thing. I'm not going to stop. We are leading the lemon trade, and in fact we have even Shitbug who is going from behind. And look at this beauty, what's coming. Škoda. How are you doing today? I hope you are enjoying yourself, and yeah, I'm not going to stop, my man. I sincerely apologize. I am not stopping right here, my friend. I am not stopping. Škoda is dead, hip hip hooray, but the worst part of all this, we did not manage to track him. But you know what, I do not really mind that much, because at this point you can clearly see where I am aiming to, and I am aiming into the tracks of the Churchill. Can we finish him off? No, we cannot. So the start is quite complicated, to say that the least, right? Yes, we are leading the charge. This might be good for victory, but this is not very good for our mission overall. So far, all we have done, we tracked one enemy tank. We did not cause a damage for enemy tank or anything, but you know what? I'm not stopping, I'm telling you, fellas. In this game, I was looking at myself as a bulldozer, okay? This is how I feel like, and this is how I look like to myself. Beautiful, we managed to track this gentleman, that is very good. Luckily for us, we managed to hit him once when he is tracked as well, which is very good. Now, once again, we are taking our time to hit the tracks for obvious reasons, right? Luckily, we managed to hit that, hip hip hooray, not the track I was aiming for, but it doesn't really matter. And beautiful, look at this, we killed our first vehicle who was tracked, excellent. Obviously, the worst part of all this, I am down to fartable, but as you can see at this point, it is a damage race, fellas. At this point, every single guy in our team is... Everyone is going in front like there is no tomorrow, and that's completely fine. I understand this and I get this. All I need to do, I need to cause damage to the enemy vehicle who is tracked, and I need to eliminate enemy vehicle, right? Luckily for us, we managed to track him with our shot and we eliminated him from the game. And at this point, as you can see, I was celebrating. Skill, you died. Sure thing, I died. What can you do? You know, you cannot survive every single game, and that wasn't the condition. Condition was to win the game and to destroy enemy tracks, and this is what we have done successfully. I'm super happy with this, and if I remember this correctly, it took me multiple tries, and it wasn't the most enjoyable experience, to say that the least. It simply wasn't, fellas, and that's the honest truth. Let's see the score. And this is how we completed the mission, fellas. With a casual 2000 damage, a bit of assisting damage, but most importantly, we did it. This mission was truly painful. I remember that very, very well, and I know people are complaining about it. Luckily, we have done it. In the end of the day, we finished first by experience and first by the damage, and you can say whatever you want. That beautiful YOLO from the hill was pretty awesome. All in all, we made a bit of the credits as well. Hip hip hooray.